This is the video that was taken from the bride and groom surprise shower that they threw for us back in November 2024. And I just wanted to kind of do a video on this since I've been late to showing these videos that I made back when I was in the Philippines in November and December 2024, leading up to when me and Joan got married. And I just wanted to kind of show out how this thing all played out. I'm not going to use a lot of the sound from the video because there's a lot of music that'll get copyright strikes for in the video. So unfortunately I can't really use the video because YouTube will copyright strike me because the music is not my own. So that's the reason why I'm not using any real music in this video. It's a shame because YouTube really makes it really bad for people who want to share family events and stuff on video and all that stuff. But that being said, this is us. This is all the people that gathered there, and people crying, and there's emotional things. There's Joan's mom right there and her friends and family and all that stuff. And this is at her house. And after me and Joan didn't expect to come back to this, we were at the mall. And we just happened to kind of come back, and everybody was already gathered there, and everyone had all this stuff set up. It was a big surprise to me, and I'm sure Joan as well. So yeah, and the camera was at was filmed like a reel, so I had to kind of edit it to make it kind of fit on the screen like this. So that's the reason why it looks all square and stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's music in the background you can hear if you play the video, so I don't really want to play that. Like I said, I don't want YouTube to take this down because of copyright strikes because of the music. So I decided I'll use some AI music that I can just kind of drop over that YouTube can't have a problem with, considering that I made it using my AI program. So anyway, yeah, so that's what you'll get, and that's her brother right there, by the way. And we're just kind of sitting there, and everybody's making a big deal out of this. Obviously, we have to be the center of attention, which I'm not a big fan of that type of thing, I guess. And I wish I would have taken my bag off that I had on my chest there, but whatever. Anyway. So yeah, this went on for like a half an hour or like 33 minutes. Anyway, that's about how long the video is anyway. But we ended up eating and all that stuff as well. So they brought, I think they got every kind of food that you could possibly have. Filipino food, American food, every kind of thing that they could bring to this thing. So obviously I don't know how much we could fit in our stomachs, and I think we already ate a little while before this too. But anyway, that's her brother right there. He's using the TV remote control as a microphone, which is kind of like a comedy thing with him. But anyway, that's her brother, Christian, and he's really doing the he ended up being the best man for me at the wedding. So that was very nice, and I'm really glad that he was able to take charge and kind of do all this, because it was very overwhelming for me and Joan at the wedding. But I'll talk about the wedding later. But he really did a good job. He really helped out a lot with all these things. Anyway, that's all the people that were at this thing. It's a small room, but there was a lot of people there, and it's really all the people that mattered most, the closest people. So that's good that we got together like this. It's very important. You'll just never get something like this in America. It just doesn't seem like this is something Americans are into. Anyway, this is the girl that prays for us and everything, and her name is Josephine, and she's really close with Joan. She's Joan's maid of honor for the wedding, and she's Joan's friend and everything, and church friends and all that stuff. And she was nice enough to do a nice long prayer for us and all this nice stuff with the prayer and all that. So that's what she's doing here. It's really nice of her, because this is something that God really is a part of. Whenever you get married in a church or whatever, or through a church or under God, that's really the most important thing. So having a person pray over you, especially for your wedding and all that stuff, I think that is very vital and very important for any couple that is going to get married or whatever. It's very important to have people like this. And not to pick on America, but I don't see a lot of this happening in America anymore. And it's really not really heartfelt anymore, and it's really not a biblical thing so much in America anymore. So that's the reason why I think this is such a blessing, what Josephine did right here. But anyway, she says all these nice prayers and all this, gives all these good thoughts for this thing. And I'm just kind of narrating through this because obviously you can't hear it. So I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on this video. I really edited down this video anyway because I think it's going to be boring for you to kind of watch this thing and just kind of watch every little thing that we do. Because we don't really do much. We just sit in the chair together and everybody just kind of blesses us and gives their thoughts and tries to talk to us. And it's a really nice event anyway. Like I said, this is something you won't find in America, if ever. It's very rare for something like this to be in America because family really gets together in the Philippines and they really, really take everything deeply when it comes to family events and weddings and all that stuff. In the Philippines, they are a really great culture for that. So this is important to me because it's like you can see how much these people really put into this, like authentic, like they put their heart into this stuff. And it's very authentic. But anyway, yeah, he's asking Joan to speak about what we did today, or did that day, or whatever, going out and trying to go to the mall and all that stuff. And it takes a long time to get to the mall because it's November, Christmas, and holiday travel. It takes a long time to travel in the city. But yeah, anyway, that's what Christian's asking and kind of talking about, I think. But yeah, this is a fun little event. I was very surprised. There's Joan's dad. Yeah, so he's going to speak into the microphone. There's a TV remote. But yeah, I really like him. He's a really easygoing and likable person. I mean, all these people are. So I mean, I really can't say one's less than another because everybody's easy to get along with. But that's her father. He's just giving his blessing to us, and he's kind of humorous, and he really puts his heart into everything. So I can't really say anything bad about. I mean, this is really nice of him, and he's a really sweet guy. Oh, isn't that nice? To give a hug. Isn't that cute? And then of course he goes and hugs me and everything. So anyway, that's the father. Now this is her mom. This is Joan's mom, and of course she gets emotional because, as so many women's moms do when they get married, this is what she gives the tissue to Joan. Anyway, so yeah, that's Joan's mom, and I'm sure she doesn't like being seen on video crying and emotional, but it's very important. It kind of captures the moment. This is a very important moment, and it's very important to remember these things because in life, the things that matter most are not the things we buy and the things that we have and own. It's really the moments like this that really matter the most. The moments where people's heart was able to show and come through. That's what really matters most. And I don't think you could understand her even if you were listening because she's speaking in Tagalog, I believe. But it doesn't matter. You could see the heart coming through just on the video even. So that's very important. It's a very touching thing to see, that she's so happy that her daughter will get married and all that stuff. And her brother, he's really doing a good job taking charge. Christian just did such a good job. I can't even thank him enough. But anyway, this is us basically getting close to the end here. Just kind of our thoughts on this. Joan's kind of, enjoying this moment, And of course, we got the dog in the middle. Of course, we have to have the dog in the middle because we both love dogs, and it's a Shih Tzu, I guess. So anyway, Yeah, so this is basically how the video goes. This stuff is kind of important to me because it kind of documents the history and stuff. It's nice to have this stuff on video. I'm sure it's very important to a lot of people to have their stuff on video, that like their wedding events and their pre-wedding events and all that stuff, so they can kind of look back at it in the future and kind of remember this moment that was happening, you know. This song that's playing right now, I actually wrote, and I used AI to sing. Obviously, it's a woman, but I used that and kind of to fit the moment for this song. Yeah, she's trying to get me. They're trying to get me to kiss her for like 5 seconds or longer or whatever. But anyway, that's what's going on. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. So like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you for watching.